Hey, what is good, everybody? And it is cold this morning. I left at 37 degrees. It's warmer in the water, absolutely, than it is out here. It's probably in the 40s now, but man, it's cold this morning. Welcome. My name is Paul K. This is Saturday Mornings Outdoors, and we're striper fishing along the Cape Cod Canal. And coming up, we got the final spot check. We've covered the whole mainland side, and also we're gonna fish. We're fishing right now. So just got here, kind of got a late start, but that's okay. We'll see how it turns out. Stay tuned. Let's see what happens. Breaking fish right here. So there are fish present. And the conditions very chilly this morning. Coldest it's been. We're not used to this yet. We ain't got our snow legs on. But 37 when I left. It's probably in the mid 40s now. They claim 70s today. Wind out of the north-northwest. It's relatively flat right now, but when I left it was 7 miles an hour. Barometric pressure is steady at 30.05, and the moon in 2 days is full, so we're coming up on the full moon. And I'll tell you something right now, at this point in time in this migration, that should be huge, because they generally go with the tides and the moon, and this is like probably going to be a big push, I would guess, because we're running out of time. 2 weeks from now it's pheasant season. So, but Mac Junk's on the bottom. You know how we play it, and then I guess that's it. So it's very interesting. So see the work truck right about there, and way down there, I don't have zoom, but there's an orange truck. That orange truck started way up here by the bridge. There's no way to turn around, and he's been backing up ever since. What a life. I don't know, he has this. So I did a little research on the tugboats, because I love heavy machinery. And look, he's going forward, Ned. He's coming forward bit now. That's bizarre. Anyway, I wanted to know how much horsepower some of those bigger tugs have. 4,500 to 5,000 horsepower, and they have auto trim in there built by Mercedes-Benz. Oh look, there's a whole fleet of them all backing down here. It must not be able to pull in straight. I don't know. That's so weird. There's 3 trucks there. They're all backing down. So anyway, 4,500 to 5,000 horsepower in those tugboats, and they have trim on them that's by either Mercedes-Benz or it's the company that manufactures airlines, and it handles a lot of power, and there's huge generators on them, and they're extremely serious heavy machinery. I love that. I'd love to see those engines. Of course, diesel power, diesel is much more reliable and more powerful than gas. As in all heavy machinery, it's all going to be diesel, and at that level they need pony engines. What I mean by that is, I know this is a fishing show, but this is pretty cool if you like mechanical stuff. A D10 Caterpillar track bulldozer, the crankshaft is so heavy that whether you set up batteries, you could have 10 batteries either in series or parallel, and it won't deliver enough cranking power to turn the crankshaft like in a regular car. So what you need is, they got like about a Cadillac size 500 cubic inch gasoline engine, and you start that first, and that generates the power to turn the crank to start that D10 diesel. That's how big those engines are, and that's small compared to what's on those tugboats. Not small, but mid-size, but there's power there, and you need power to turn that power, to start it going, start the chain reaction of the diesel engine. But anyway, that's today's tech tip on diesel engines. Look at it. They're backing up. I think that's a howl. There's 3 of them. They got a traffic jam because the guy that was backing up earlier is now caught in between them. They're either just goofing off. Yeah, they're getting out. They're kind of just goofing off now, or whatever. I've never seen this at the canal, backing up for a mile. I'll shut up now. have a backwards day. And fish on. What we do. Woohoo! Yes, sir. It took me 3 hours and 15 minutes to get that, but it is what it is. It's what we're here for. That was a good one. The it seems I'm not seeing as much life here today. I mean, really. Past few weeks it's been alive, but it's cold front. Like I said, this morning was 37. This is a west tide, by the way. I forgot to mention that, but it's actually pleasant to pull the weeds off when I reel in because it's so warm. I mean, it's freaking cold, you know, and that may have something to do with aside from one blow up over here earlier, I'm not seeing too much life here. There's not a lot of birds working. There's no cormorants, you know, and that's telling me that there's bait in the water. And I'm not saying that it's not there. I just caught a fish, but it's not abundant, it seems. 2 days from now is the full moon, so I bet you anything that's gonna kick butt. I mean, that's really gonna turn them on to go. Between the temperature drop and this, with that full moon going, that's how they run. You know, that's the moon is everything. But let's go. Come on. So I'm playing with the idea in my mind for next year. This will complete this episode, the whole mainland side, of course, on the spot checks. But next year I might devote a bunch of episodes to different species. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, if you want to see that, and what species. I mean, the predominant in here, what most guys fish for, and I have fished for over the years, is porgy, black sea bass, tautog, and squid, mackerel, and there's flounder, and other assorted fish. So just let me know in the comments what, you know, if you think that's a good idea, if you want to see that, or we'll just stick with stripers. Or maybe I can do both. I'll have one rod out for striper and the other an instructional on how to fish for each particular species. How's that sound? And but just an idea, just throw it up there and see where it lands. I basically figured out the rhythm of what these trucks are doing, why they're backing up so far. So they're pulling their load from down there, they're backing all the way up here and dumping it somewhere up in that area, but there's no room to turn around. That's why they can't pull in forward, spin around in the area where they're dumping, dump, and then go back out forward. They have to back up, dump, and then pull out forward. If that makes sense to you, but it's a parade. It's in reverse. All right, so we expended our allotted bait allowance, and we're going to shoot over for the final spot check and wrap that up. This guy in the red truck right across here has been sitting there for like, oh, he's just pulling away. He felt the vibes. He's been sitting there for an hour and a half. What are you getting paid by the hour? He starts going reverse. Anyway, see you over at Spot Check. See ya. All right, and welcome to Spot Check. We are, of course, at the Mass Maritime Academy military training facility on the canal. This is the training ship. It's massive, big, it's got everything. Look at those lifeboats, very interesting, very huge, well equipped, as well it should be. This thing probably, you know, hundreds of guys working on that thing. I don't know about hundreds, but a lot. But anyway, Mass Maritime, last spot. This is the Flanagan Hall admissions. I ain't admitting nothing. All right, so in this area, see those gentlemen going in fishing all through here. It's flat. You can get flounder here in the spring because the flounder seek muddy, soft, shallow, warm water warmer than the rest of the area to spawn, and you'll get flounder here. And then, of course, anywhere along and through there, you get stripers and everything else the canal has to offer. And this is a great shot. I gotta get a new camera. Once I get actual real money coming in on this channel, I'm gonna get some really nice camera equipment so I can zoom and all that there. But anyway, Buzzards Bay. It's just the entrance to the canal. This is the west end. That's a beautiful shot of it. And this all along, you can't fish in here legally, you know. Well, you could. You can fish off. You can go in here when there's no ships docked here. A lot of times that ship is docked in there, but there's holes all the way down through here till about halfway down, and it gets relatively shallow. And current is cranking now. But so that will be it. I have covered the whole mainland side. I don't think there's anything on the web that anyone else has done that has covered the whole canal from the Cape Cod side and the mainland side. And the purpose of this video was to be using in conjunction with the map that's available at the field offices, all the spots that are named on that, and it's been covered through this series. So whether you're a beginner or advanced angler, I hopefully was able to give you information about fishing on the canal. And with that, I'm going to close this, and let me know below in the comments whether you want to see me concentrate on different species as I fish or just stick with stripers. So I'd like to thank each and every one of you guys for subscribing to this channel, all the canal rats, and really appreciate it, man. I had a lot of fun bringing this series to you. A lot of fun this summer. I had a good summer down here, as always. You can't have a bad summer down here on the Cape Cod Canal. So upcoming is going to be pheasant hunting and deer hunting, and you know, the changing of seasons and all that. But you'll still catch me maybe an episode or two coming down here and seeing how the migration's doing. So thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to say your prayers. Thank you. And God has blessed America.